Hello and welcome to the CUFI Weekly. I'm your host, Kasim Hafeez. Hello and welcome to another episode of the CUFI Weekly. Today I want to talk about a very solemn day which occurred in Israel this week. On Tuesday, throughout the nation of Israel, sirens sounded at 10 a.m. in the morning in Israel to mark Holocaust Remembrance Day, Yom HaShoah in Israel. There is an International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Israel has its own specific day to remember those who were murdered by the Nazis. And there's a certain resonance of a Jewish state marking that day. Because for the Jewish people, there is no bigger tragedy than the Holocaust. And as we are many years since that, we are seeing the danger, the cancer, the evil of antisemitism rising once again all over the world. Just to give you an idea of what we're talking about, because it comes from so many different sides. Just today, as I record this on Israel's Holocaust Memorial Day, Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi, a war criminal, a butcher who happily oversaw the deaths of thousands of his own people, has threatened to wipe Israel out. On the day that Israel pauses to remember millions of Jews who were murdered because of a genocidal regime hell-bent on murdering Jews, another, not a Nazi regime based on white supremacy, but an Islamist supremacist regime in Tehran is making the same threats. And sadly, when we look at the United States, we see that so many young people don't know anything about the Holocaust. Recent polls have shown that young people, millennials, don't know what Auschwitz is, don't know what the Holocaust is. Some are even questioning if the Holocaust happened, or whether 6 million Jews were murdered, which is absolutely ludicrous. My dear friend and a dear friend of CUFI, the late, great Irving Roth, may his memory be a blessing, would always say that it started with words. That's how the Holocaust started. It didn't start with gas chambers, it didn't start with violence, it started with words. Yet in 2023, we are seeing leaflets handed out which say every single aspect of the media is Jewish. There were flyers which have been thrown into Jewish neighborhoods all over the country saying those words, word for word. That the Jews control Disney, that the Jews control the Biden administration, that the Jews are behind the COVID agenda. This is in 2023, and they echo the same evil and dark words of Adolf Hitler in 1919. It starts with words, and once again, those people with evil intentions against the Jewish people, those people with hatred and poison in their hearts, are becoming emboldened to speak and write and publicize these words. We have seen time and time again in history that words eventually lead to action and much worse. Thankfully, in 2023, there is a Jewish state. There is a Jewish state which is strong and has the ability to defend itself by itself. Never again cannot be a hollow statement that we make once or twice a year. Never again must be a promise. That never again will we sit silently when we see the persecution of the Jewish people or anyone. Never again will we sit silently or complicit when our Jewish neighbors are attacked, persecuted, humiliated. We won't look the other way, but it takes every single one of us. Our silence in the face of antisemitism is compliance to that hatred. Our silence in the face of the demonization of Israel is compliance in that demonization. We have a responsibility to speak up. The Bible says you have not been given a spirit of fear. So where is that fear coming from? So my challenge to you on this week of Yom HaShoah is to not be silent, to speak up, not wait for the evil to come to you, to fight that evil before it even has a chance to raise its poisonous head. It's Kasim Hafeez for the CUFI Weekly. For Zion's sake, do not remain silent.
Thanks for checking out this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe so you get a notification every time a new episode hits. And if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, and we've got some really good ones, click on one of the thumbnails and that will take you right there. And finally, if you want to know more about CUFI and the work we do, go to cufi.org to check out all the resources we have available free to you.